Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC-Mura here, and in today's video we're gonna check out the balance changes for Ed in the definitive update. He was one of the characters that got a lot of buffs last season, and this one they give him a quite the small amount of buffs, but I do think they are very important ones. The first change to Ed is actually a good one. They increased his throw range, and this now seems pretty substantial, I'll say. I'm not sure like exactly how. I mean, unless Fat is out, we don't really get to know the numbers, like how big is that throw range. But take a look at this. Yeah, it is pretty substantial. It seems to me like one of the biggest throw ranges in the game at the moment. One thing that you will notice, all of his lights now are tick grabs. So if she is blocking, jab is a tick grab, crouching jab is a tick grab, standing light kick is a tick grab, and crouching light kick is a tick grab. So all of his lights will tick into throw. This is pretty big. The other one is that his standing light kick have less pushback on block, so you can throw immediately after it. You can check for lows. He was able to use something like this previously, but it wasn't a tick. This is a new addition. And obviously being able to throw or shake low if they are trying to walk back, yeah, that's pretty good. The other change is to his Psycho Upper and Psycho Flicker, and this is a combo consistency change. Pretty much when you do it in the corner, you won't pass under, right? This was prone to passing under the opponents previously, but it will not be doing that anymore, so that is pretty good. Next, they did give him a new move, and this is a big one. Ed got a new EX Psycho Knuckle, and it can only be done as a follow-up to the Flicker, right? And it does combo on a grounded hit. This was one of the questions that people were kind of wondering. Will his EX Flicker combo from a grounded hit? Yes, it does, but it doesn't seem like he get great OK out of it, right? So you flicker, you try to do it, and doesn't seem like there's a lot of separation here. Obviously, if we made Karen get up quickly, man, I suck with like mash inputs. I think we're too close to the corner. Let's put it in the other side. Right, on a dash up here he's -6, although I'm pretty sure like he can check with a standing heavy punch, right? So there is some way to check the opponent on wake up, and obviously on a back rise there is a lot of distance between you and the opponent, so it's a very interesting move. I actually think it's very good because of how far it pushes the opponent. So if you're like mid screen and you happen to land a flicker, one of these and they are almost to the corner, so that's actually pretty significant, because flicker is one of the safest pressure options in the game. Like checking buffering anything into flicker is very good, and now having an option to convert out of that into grounded damage is actually very significant. This also reminds me a lot of Injustice. If you have played these games, it's pretty much a meter burn. It's a meter burn mechanic, and I'm wondering if it's gonna be something we will see more of in Street Fighter 6. Now, one thing you have to know is that this move is negative on block. It is -9, so it is actually pretty punishable, and he is left very close to you, but it is V-Trigger Act cancelable, right? Like he can activate into V-Trigger outfit, so it's a pretty interesting move, really interesting. Next up, they did change his snatchers. This is the grounded V-Skill 1. The changes here is so that this move, the uncharged version, it will come out faster, and they increase the pushback on block. So when he happened to when this happened to get blocked, he is pushed back a little bit further, and that is good. That obviously is good. And they did reduce the charge time for it, so when you happen to charge it, the charge come out faster. Again, it doesn't really explain how fast it is right now, but it is a bit faster than it used to be. And speaking of the charged version, now they made it so that it pulls the opponent in closer. So look at this, right? Even from max range, it is pulling them into throw range. It looks kind of unnatural right now. It looks kind of weird, like Karen sliding on the floor. But yeah, that is the change, right? Obviously with his enhanced throw range, now this is kind of funny. The air version of this, they made it so that it comes out faster, and or at least like the hitbox comes out faster. So you can do this almost as late as possible, and it should still like as soon as the hand is out, the hitbox is there, right? So they extended the hitbox in that direction, so it should be more consistent in combos and should be a little bit better as an anti-air. The next change is to his Psycho Swing. This is the V skill 2, and this is pretty much the same thing we just said. Like in the corner, you try to juggle it. It will not go under the opponent, right? Because this was one of the moves that would go under, but now it doesn't anymore, so that is a nice quality of life change. And finally, they did change his Air Snatcher in V-Trigger 2. This is this move. And the point here is that it comes out in the horizontal direction quicker. The entire point is that this could combo, right? That is pretty much it. And that's it for Ed. He didn't get changed that much, not a lot of alterations. V skill 1, bullying them in to throw range is pretty big for him. The throw range does feel significantly improved, and Ed have one of the best throw games in Street Fighter V in my opinion, because of the dash into -2, and now with everything being a tech, and his his shimmy game is actually pretty good, especially in the corner. So a lot of changes for the character, and obviously now having the ability to harass at all times with Flicker and the option to convert from that into damage, Ed is looking to be in a very good place this season. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment, it helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.